Salawam will praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Harakah, Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is another prophecy and news coming at you. And this is dealing with this article I come across from Futurism, right, which reads China's new weapon, a sonic gun that vibrates your brain. All right. Now this is really I believe this is just some propaganda, because you have the riots going, not the riots, sorry, or more or less the riots, the protests going on over there in China. I believe it's in Hong Kong. I can't remember 100%. So let me just check it out. Bear with me. I think they want to come back, under UK rulership or something like that. Anti-government. Bear with me one moment. Okay, so this is a synopsis, what it's about. The story in 100 words. Hong Kong's protests started in June against proposals to allow extradition to mainland China. Critics feared this could undermine the city's judicial independence and endanger dissidents. A former British colony, Hong Kong has some autonomy and more rights than the mainland under a one country, two systems deal. Oh yeah, and I remember it was in place for a few years. I watched a documentary on this, how there'll be a time when the agreement it elapsed for, and then slowly but surely China would have the power over Hong Kong. Something to that effect, alright? So one country, two systems. Obviously Hong Kong being part of China, but being a formal under the system of is the previous system that was under the UK, I believe. Okay. City leader Carrie Lam agreed to suspend the bill, but demonstrations continued and developed to include demands for full democracy and an inquiry into police actions. The bill was finally withdrawn in September. Clashes between police and activists have been becoming increasingly violent, the police using tear gas and activists storming parliament. So yeah, you want to look any more into that information, you can do so. But I believe this really is, a propaganda of a sort to really undermine China's rulership and to paint them in a bad light on the world stage, and more justification in going against China as pitting them as the criminals, all right? But anyway, because the bottom of of this article is going to show you why it's nonsense. But let me read. China's new weapon, a sonic gun that vibrates your brain. Slovakia. Researchers from the Chinese Academy of Sciences have created a handheld sonic gun designed to help the nation's military and law enforcement agencies disperse crowds, according to a new South China Morning Post story. All the wielder of the device has to do is point it at a crowd and shoot, and focused waves of sound will cause the target's eardrums, eyeballs, and brains to vibrate painfully. Alright? Extreme discomfort the lead researcher of the project, Zi Zhaojun, told the SCMP that the sonic gun is powered by inert gas. When the gas is heated, its particles begin to vibrate and the device emits a deep, monotonous sound. When they tested the sonic gun in the field, the researchers found that it causes extreme discomfort. They told the SCMP, hands-on tech, sonic weapons are nothing new, alright? So, it's new to China, alright? But it is nothing new in general, alright? It shows you, okay, Cubano, who benefits? Why is it beneficial for them to say that it's a new weapon that China developed? Because they're saying that now they've brought forth this new technology for the sake of protests, right? Okay, which is, they'll determine is, what's the word, man, against human rights. All right. Anyway, sonic weapons are nothing new. In 2016, an unknown attacker may have used a sonic weapon against U.S. government personnel in Havana, Cuba, and reports of other sonic attacks date back for centuries. All right, so this is not no old weapon. This goes back centuries. All right, the primary difference between past weapons and this new sonic gun is the portability. While previous sonic guns were large, um, unwieldy devices typically mounted on vehicles, this one is about the size of a rifle. That means it is far easier for Chinese officials deploy, and that it could happen relatively soon, given that China has already approved the design for mass production according to SCMP. All right. Now this is, I just recently done a video on dealing with the Brexit, okay, and made mention of the weak saying I am strong. Now this is basically playing into that, all right, because the whole reason why the so-called white man, who's known biblically as Esau, has the power over the earth is because of the blessing that was bestowed upon him by his father Isaac, all right, which, funnily enough, Isaac is the same spirit reincarnated into Yahushai that blessed, that gave the sword unto Esau, and really ultimately is going to take away the sword from Esau when he makes his arrival. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. All right, and that's why it says, "He that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword," or they that live by the sword, die by the sword, because that is, if that's your lifestyle, that's how you're gonna die by. Wherever you live by, you reap what you sow. Wherever you live by is what you die by. Okay, so that's why it's good to sow righteousness. All right, but let's get to the point of the blessing. So this is Genesis 27, and and 30. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end to blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting, and he also made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. All right. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, where is he that have taken the venison and brought it to me, and have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him? Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, okay, Jacob, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now that's Esau being a bitch, because he gave the birthright. All right, he could have said, No, I'm your brother, man. Give me, some food to eat, man. I ain't giving you my birthright. But he said, Of what profit is to me? He lacked faith. And behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved the blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, all right? And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. By thy sword, all right, by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, death. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob, excuse me, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning my father are at hand, then shall I slay my brother Jacob. Now that's the point, that Esau's blessing was to rule over the earth with a sword. Now when we go back to this article, it says that this technology is new, it's been used for centuries. Now, who really was the one that had who really went into development of weaponry, going back to the gun? Esau, because that was his blessing, right? So now you have these, it went from being something that had to be static and mounted, it wasn't portable, you couldn't use it and be mobile, and now it's been refined to the point where it's being made as a rifle for mass production, all right? And that's because the Lord has given, the mastery for the sake of this prophecy, which I know I've read it just recently, but the point is the point, all right? And these things this is really a showing, one example of many that shows that the Lord is working with these heathens to bring forth this judgment, all right? And I'm just going to get to the point. So, which is these first two scriptures, Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Now, when you have who's men of war also? The blacksmiths. If you have men of war drawing near, who do you need to utilize? Who needs to be utilized greatly so that the men of war can go to war? The blacksmith in the old times. They were the creators of the swords, the axes, the shields, the spears, various forms of artillery, all right? And it's no different today with the creation of all these weapons today, all right? They're here today and they're being utilized. Let them come up. They're coming up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. And they are strengthening themselves. They're becoming a threat, as to where now that these forms of articles have to be utilized, to be put out there for the minds of the people, to be to show that there's actually a threat with these other nations, right? Because it's coming to pass. Okay, so with that, man, I pray